Headed down to St. George, rainy day. There's an event going on down there, so I'm gonna go head down, and I'm gonna meet up with Jacob Barlow, who caches under the name of Jacob Barlow, which is simple enough. And he used to actually cache under some different names, Ador, A-D-0-O-R, and Jacob, and he had some different cache. He's changed up a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna go hook up with him. Jacob's been caching a long time. Probably one of the longest guys that have been caching the longest that I know personally. And so that'll be kind of interesting to kind of get his take on how geocaching has gone and changed over the years, and that kind of thing. So anyway, we'll head down there and see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll use the restroom before we go. I'll use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Probably a good thing to do.
Oh,
Rainy caching. Rainy day caching.
I know. Well, nice weather. I don't know what it's going to be like down there. Like I said, I mean, it's a lake bottom, so,
Yeah.
you know, a little rain, it could get kind of muddy, so I hope it's not just bad. It's not going to be nice to drive down to the doors, at least.
Yeah. If we give up, I don't think anyone's feelings will be hurt.
It's all good.
I'll go back another day, and everybody else is just there to go for a ride. So.
Yeah.
My latest thing is been looking for filming locations and movies. Something having fun with that.
For the state?
Just his habit, his website.
Oh, really?
And it was supposed to be on short markers, and now I've put more into movie filming locations.
Oh, really?
Well, so good.
All right, let's hit it. Yeah.
Hit the road.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near.
I haven't found this, Jacob.
What?
I haven't found this.
Really?
Yeah, I still have it on here, so this will be.
I found it like 12 years ago, and it's been one of my favorites. I've been telling people about it for years and years and years.
Really?
Yeah.
All this time, huh?
So I always tell people to stop here.
That's awesome.
Right there. Well, stuff there later. I don't want to talk it up too much, because then it's always disappointing when you talk it up too much, but it is one of my favorites. Look at that cactus. It said it was
Here, kitty, kitty.
8 feet away.
Here, kitty, kitty.
I have a picture of when I came probably 12 years ago.
Yeah.
It was standing up, hissing at you when you look in the hole.
Really?
Yeah. So it startles you.
Huh?
It's broken now, but it was a classic.
The battery on it's not.
Jacob's trying to kill us all. It's only 4/5 of a mile. Sorry, Jim.
That's all right.
Let's see.
It's in the cat butt. The sharp teeth. They used to look
Yeah.
pretty scary.
Doctor's orders.
They used to have front legs. Do you have a pen?
You have a pen?
No.
Who has a pen?
You guys.
Come on.
I think video proof is good enough, right?
You've been doing this for how
I
long?
know, seriously.
The lid's falling to pieces.
I'll be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah, it was in his butt. I've signed in blood before, have you?
I have actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just come apart. Okay, here we go. Here's the legs up here. Anybody want the legs?
I'll pass.
Back on the road?
Yeah. I know. This is a goodie too.
Yeah.
It's a 1934.
Hey, we're going to Elephant Rock. Look for a rock that looks like an elephant.
Did you bring your peanuts to feed the elephant?
What?
Well, it's a rock elephant, so you can just pick up a rock.
Yeah. He just eats rocks.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames got higher.
Yeah, she doesn't want to come.
Okay.
Walking on the list.
Every time I mention hiking, she says, "Do I look fat?"
That's it. That's the only time you hike, right?
Yep. So apparently I need to hike more.
Do you have like every daughter of the Utah Pioneers monument like documented?
Almost. I've been trying to get all of them, and I've got by far most of them. They've been contacted me and asked me to let them use the pictures I took of all of them
Oh, really?
for their book they published.
Oh, nice.
The white rock now looks blue.
They want to take a picture.
Oh,
That's fine. We figured as
I
much.
just figured you thought that was a bathroom. Make it look very playful. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool little cave.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Fred Flintstone's house.
It does now you mention it.
Yeah. All right, we off? Touched, but
It's a beautiful place
so
here.
many little arches around and stuff. It's cool.
Did you see that fire wave we passed?
Uh-uh.
They had it called fire wave. It looks like a wave of rock going up.
Oh, really?
Just drive to it.
Yeah.
In any of my previous vehicles, I probably would have tried. That's the wave right there, poking up.
Oh,
What year did you start caching?
yeah. Me?
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah. You said that this morning. But
So yeah, I started 2005, and it's funny because I can't imagine you started in 2001, right?
yeah.
So if you started 2001, caches had to be pretty scarce.
There was 100 in Utah when I started.
Wow. And I imagine your mode of transportation probably evolved pretty dramatically over the years. You started on a bicycle, right?
Yeah. I was 16, but I didn't get my license at 16, so I wasn't driving yet. I was actually telling Jenny this at the restaurant. She asked how I got started, but I was really into ham radio and search and rescue with the county.
Yeah.
So I was listening to the guys on there. They were looking for something. I thought they were looking for a lost person or something like they usually do.
Yeah.
But I asked them what they're looking for, and they said there's this new thing called geocaching. They were up in Eureka in the hills at the Bluebell Mine, I remember.
Eureka!
And so I looked up the website and it said there's 100 in Utah. And I lived in Mapleton. The nearest was in Spanish Fork in Bunker Dave's yard.
Oh, really?
And the next nearest was in Thistle, and the next nearest was out on West Mountain. I called up my buddy. I said, I just heard about this new thing. Can you drive me to find a couple of them? And he drove me around to the nearest 3, which was like the whole southern half of Utah Valley.
Yeah.
3 caches. And I was hooked after that.
You started summer of 2001?
Yeah, June.
So you were caching right after 9/11.
Yeah.
Which I always imagine that had to be kind of a weird transition time, because it's almost amazing that it survived. But if you're out in the boondocks, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna see you.
I could never count how many times I've been approached by police because people saw me acting weird in the
Really?
bushes.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I did have the bomb squad called a few times. One to the cache that I had right across the street from my house.
Oh, really?
Because that was an ammo can that was like 5 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So somebody walking by saw it and called the cops. And
Huh.
my brother called me when I was at work and said the cops are about to blow up your cache. You better hurry. I came racing home and told them, don't do it. They said I should have labeled it as a geocache, but
Yeah.
that's silly to me because then you can just label a bomb a geocache. And
Well, yeah.
jump on the Pokemon Go or something.
Draw people, yeah, Pokemon, and you know, you did Ingress for a long time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you though, I the one time that I was a hero to my kids was going down to the PE building at SUU. The shed said, "In memory of Zero." And they're like, "What? What? How did that happen?"
Was that on Pokemon?
It was on Pokemon. Yeah, it was on Pokemon, but you know, they were oblivious to Ingress.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that was always really funny.
I submitted thousands of Ingress portals, which later became spots in the Pokemon game.
They just took their whole database and made them Pokemon
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
In the same way that I loved to hide caches for people to find, I saw creating Ingress portals as hiding maintenance-free caches.
Oh, okay.
Things that people can use to play the games.
Yeah.
And so when I was submitting them in Cedar City, I saw the Sorensen building, and I thought, I'm gonna put Jim Sorensen's name on this and see if he ever one day plays and sees it. Not even gonna say anything. We want to get this one at the trailhead to the mouse.
Yeah, we can grab that.
Okay. Yeah, that's been other than the friends I've made with geocaching and Ingress and Pokemon, I think creating things for other people to find, even if I don't know them, has been the best part for me.
Yeah.
I get probably 1,000 emails a day for all the people finding all my geocaches, but
Huh.
it's just nice to be contributing.
Yeah.
Some people wish I would contribute more, like Jay with his streak he's doing for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
Ready to find a cache, Leah? For you. Thank you. He opened the door for you.
Thank you. So you don't want to let go and then...
Is that not it?
Nope.
Huh.
Those plants look like they hurt. Got it.
Pick the trash up while I'm at it.
You got a pen?
I have one in the car. I'll go grab it.
You brought a pen, didn't you?
You can take that.
Discover the forest.
I've been waiting until I can find a cache big enough for it. Everything
really?
I've found for like 6 months is a micro, so
Oh, really?
I was gonna leave it at the breakfast this morning and forgot to. So this part is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Winding through this deep canyon.
Yeah. That's cool.
And the pack rat nests up there.
This is kind of a photographer's light. My daughter would be dying over this.
Glad she's not here then. That'd be bad.
So what was your name after Ador? Or you called it something else with the ham radio, AD.
Yeah, technically it was AD0OR. You have to have
Yeah.
a certain format of letters and numbers.
Did you hand select that for ham radio?
If you upgrade to, they call it extra class, there's 3 different classes of ham radio license, and if you upgrade to the extra class, you can pick your own license code,
Oh, cool.
as long as it still still fits the format.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
everybody went with Adore or Adore or Adorable or whatever. Utah Gene would always call me
I don't
Adorable.
think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, that was a Utah Gene thing.
I've never heard anybody call you that.
But yeah, I did that one. I did Jacob with a 0 instead of an O
Oh, yeah.
because Jacob was taken.
Okay.
I would have loved to just be Jacob normal, but
Yeah.
I did Jacob. It's currently Jacob Barlow.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a few others in the mix too.
1-6.
Yeah, I know that because it was part of my name too. The 80OR. No cash, just
No
something to
cash. Just
see. Life isn't all about geocaching.
it's
Joe.
a POI. Could you live here? It's pretty cozy. Sure, it's right on the sign. Most of these are right on the sign. Another elephant arch right there.
Yeah.
That one actually looks more like an
Yeah,
It
elephant.
does. He almost has an ear on it. Yeah.
Nobody cares about that one. Yeah. Filling in the counties became my passion for a while.
Yeah.
That's just so fun to fill in that county map with caches. Yeah, back then in 09 when I did that big trip, I was for those years I was single and free and thinking I'm just gonna work on counties forever until I do all 3,000 and whatever counties in the country.
Yeah.
That was my big plans. Family gets in the way of that, but family's worth it. So
Yeah, it is.
I'd still like to go to all the counties in my lifetime, and I think I can. But
I mean, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
see.
Delaware was fun because you get all 3 counties in like half an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it for dead 3 counties, huh?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure, I say this sometimes, so I hope it's true, but I don't think anyone is active that started before me. And I almost can't claim to be active anymore,
Yeah.
but in my mind I am.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe that road was closed.
Yeah, I was excited to see that.
That kills me that road was closed. I mean,
I'll just come back in the summer when it's too hot.
yeah. You'll leave a beautiful corpse.
I remember the first UTAG meeting, first UTAG event out in Eureka.
How many people were there?
Oh, probably 20 something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the first year they did it? They did the UTAG?
I want to say 02 or 03.
Oh, really? So pretty early on.
There was Eureka first and then Delta after that. Delta is where I met V Brats in 03, I think. So Eureka was probably 02.
You know, who would
Remember your first lamppost cache?
your first lamppost? You're just like, wow.
This is the most amazing.
That's amazing. Didn't you tell me there was a MacGyver episode where he hid something in the lamppost skirt?
Yeah, there was a MacGyver episode where he had to steal some microfilm from the Russian Nazi whatever.
Yeah.
He unscrewed the lamppost thing and stuck it in there, and so I was like, I'm gonna do a geocache like that. And I went up to Centerville Target and I unscrewed it and I put it in there and I listed it online, and the first people that came to find it reported it, and I got in a ton of trouble with geocaching.
That's funny.
And then I put a geocache over by the sewage treatment plant in Springville. I called it the Smell Good Cache. And some people came to find it and reported it, and I got in a ton of trouble with geocaching. I got my IP address banned, so I could never geocache again.
Really?
So I just started getting online at my dad's office instead of at home.
Wow.
We had the account Adore and Badger Boy. Later I just deleted the and Badger Boy
Gotcha.
because he got bored with it. But
So at that time, you could just change your name willy-nilly?
yeah, you could
It ain't
change whatever
size.
you wanted.
Because I know when I first started, you could change the cache type. You could make it. You could change a multi to, or you could change any cache to a virtual.
Yeah.
It got stolen and just magically changed to a virtual, which I think is what killed virtuals.
Yeah, I had some old cache pages that I hadn't submitted. So in like 2007, I was like, I'm gonna try this, and I just listed them as virtual and submitted them. Mountain Man was our reviewer at the time, and he was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I got in trouble a lot as a 16, 17-year-old cacher.
Yeah.
Everybody else was Utah Gene and Bunker Dave and them that were mature adults and trying to have this game that they respect. And
Yeah.
there's nothing much more fun than accidentally finding an old archived cache. That is so fun. I was hiking in the canyon one day and saw this big rock, and I just thought, I'm gonna hike up that for no reason, just climb up on the top. And I get up there and there's a PVC pipe. I pull off the end and there's an old logbook with logs from
Really?
2001. Based on who found it, I was able to figure out what cache it was.
Really? Did you log it?
Yeah. But it got archived before I started.
Oh.
It's just fun when you find a cache like that without even trying. I think the only power trail I've ever done is Musical Highway.
Oh, really?
That event where we met at his house in the morning.
Yeah.
I've never gone out for the power trails other than that.
That was a neat trail. It was a hard trail.
Oh,
Every one was kind of pretty well hidden.
Probably the first really clever cache I ever found. It was called Sure Shot Cache. It was in Provo. I went to the office park where it was. It was right outside this guy's office window so he could watch people and laugh at him.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around, just checking everything. The only thing I can see is this power box. So I take the screws off and open it, and it's just wires in there. So I put the screws back in. And I come back another day, and I think I tried several days, but you have to take the screws off, take the cover off, see the wires, grab them, pull on them.
Really?
And it pulls up a can.
Wow.
From the pipe that's going down from the box into the ground.
Wow.
That was really clever.
That could lead to some future problems.
Yeah.
If people are pulling wires out of a out of a box.
Yeah.
Real wires, That's funny.
But that's the first time I saw that you can get really clever with cache hides.
Yeah.
I've done a few really mean caches. I feel bad sometimes. I've hidden a lot of caches at the very top of pine trees. I had one way up in the mountains that was the ammo can in a backpack in the top of a pine tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised nobody's died getting my caches.
That you know of.
Yeah. And I'm glad some of them didn't get published. When I was 16, 17, we were hiding some crazy things. Did you ever play the Cashew Nuts game?
I never did. I found some. I didn't know what they were at the time, but I did find some of those little figurines or whatever they made out of nuts and bolts.
That was so fun back in the old days. It just added a level of competition to the game. But there were so many stories about chasing those cashew nuts all over the state. I remember one Thanksgiving morning, my dad driving me down to out in the San Rafael swell. I said, I really got to get this one. Can we please go? And we get there and we hike out to this point and find the cache. And since someone had taken it but not logged it online, and my dad's like, this is your game. You go get stuff that people already took, and we drove out here for nothing.
That's funny. I was digging around my food storage the other day and I found a packet of ramen noodles. And it was from that original decorative thing of ramen noodles.
Don't forget the pig's feet.
Yeah, the pig's feet.
We were coming down to one of those St. George events, Dick. So I stopped by Walmart or something and bought a couple cases of ramen noodles and some pig's feet and I think some cheese. And went to Jim's house and used the packets to write like "Hi Jim" or something.
Yeah.
My wife is texting me from the car behind us. Please pass this truck.
Oh. Oh, that's funny.
But that's funny. She's telling me how to drive from the other car.
Yeah.
Not a backseat driver.
A back car driver.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty
awesome.
good.
That's funny.
Hey, they have a Mr. Taco here.
Yeah.
And a
Authentic.
Chester's chicken.
I know, it's just Mr. Taco just sounds funny to me.
Yeah.
Mr. Taco.
I know. Why didn't they go with like Senior Taco?
Yeah, that'd be better.
It says it's authentic, but it doesn't sound that authentic.
Or you put L in front of it. L Taco.
El Mr. Taco.
No, that's not what I was thinking. L Mr. Taco.
I've just recently started to try to get a YouTube channel going.
Yeah.
I've been doing some little thing about some historic marker or some abandoned building or something. Trying to do one a day.
That'd be perfect.
Not really a following yet, but
Yeah.
I've been taking pictures of stuff for so many years.
Yeah.
About, I think 3 years ago, I looked at my Dropbox and saw that I had hundreds of thousands of pictures from all my geocaching.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'm just going to build a website. No one's going to care, but it'll be for me.
Yeah.
I love organizing things, so I had this vision of a page for every marker and everything that's referenced. It links to the page for that, and I just have this huge database of everything I've seen. But then it started to become valuable to people. Like, they'd email me, "You have pictures of my grandpa's house, can I download them?
Really
You have
cool.
pictures of the house I grew up in, you have the story about my ancestors," all this stuff.
That's awesome.
I never thought anyone would care, but now, now people care like every week. It's pretty cool.
And it's meaningful to them, and so because it's meaningful to them, it makes you feel good. I mean, you're
Like
helping them
yesterday,
out.
the Daily Herald asked if they could use some of my pictures.
Really, that's cool.
Well, I had a good day.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, and I really like to see the ones that they used to live in.
Yeah,
Like those little cabins.
that was cool.
Glad you liked it, Leah.
Be fun to stay in those, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Camp overnight in those and have a nice little fire going.
Yeah.
Roast marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
What?
Make you some s'mores. You ever made s'mores?
Oh, yeah.
All right, grab my crap. I have to make a mad dash here,
Yeah.
so I don't get too
plugged in here.
too soaking wet. Oh, that's right. Okay, fellas.
See ya.
Thank you. We'll see.
a good one.
We'll see you guys soon enough.
Yeah.